Hi, this is Jim from TrekWorld. Join me today as we take a quick look at recent updates that have occurred on the missing 3-foot model that was recovered from Star Trek. So as you probably heard, the 3-foot model made an appearance again today in the news when it was disclosed that back on April 1st, Heritage Auctions hosted a special validation group of people got together and determined that yes, this is in fact the correct model. We're going to be taking a look at a lot of the photographs that have been released today and talk a little bit about the anecdotal information that has been released so far. The model is now truly and finally in Rod Roddenberry's hands. Okay, so let's talk about the team of people that got together and actually authenticated this model for Heritage Auctions and Rod Roddenberry. Now, obviously, Gary Kerr was involved. Doug Drexler was involved. You can also see Darren Dockerman was in this, Mike Akuda, Denise Akuda, Jules Urbach from Otoy, Rod, of course, John Goodson, Brian Chain from Heritage Auctions, and Gene Kazicki. And please forgive me, anyone, if I've mispronounced your names. We owe them a tremendous debt of gratitude. But notice here, they actually met and took this photo on April 1st, right around April 1st. So they managed to keep this secret now for over 2 weeks. These guys have an absolute iron will to not leak things. I'm impressed. And while they're on the subject of Jules works for Otoy, and they're the people behind the Roddenberry project, and he shared this amazing video earlier today where he showed how he actually took the first 3D scan of the model since its recovery. This video is part of a series of videos outlining the complete history of the USS Enterprise 3-foot model. The videos cover every step from the creation of the model, the loss of the model, and the recovery of the model. You can click the link on the top of the screen, or simply go to 3-foot model trek-world.com for the complete YouTube playlist. If you have any videos or documents that you would like to donate for us to use, please feel free to send them to jim@trekworld.com. or submit them via the web at submit.trek-world.com. Taking a look at these pictures that Gary Kerr posted on his Facebook page with the nacelles, I do want to point out a few things that he pointed out. The nacelle domes were in fact orange and translucent, which confirmed that they had in fact correctly restored the missing domes on the 11-foot model back in 2016. Keep in mind, the original domes were missing by the time the Enterprise was even donated in 1974. So this independent verification by the smaller model shows you just how good a research job Gary and the team did to determine that they were getting the right colors, the right paints, and the right pieces. Now, interesting to know, he also said all of the intercoolers but one were missing, and the one surviving intercooler had been installed backwards. The backwards intercooler matches the one that was probably in the last set of photos that were taken before the model vanished. So we know that the model has been modified, in some cases pretty heavy-handedly by someone, but we don't really yet know exactly everything that transpired from when it disappeared in 77 to when it actually showed up in the valley in a storage center last year. Please consider supporting the channel by becoming a YouTube member. It's only 99 cents a month, and even that little amount can make a big difference if you would like to support the channel further and gain access to special content, events, and features that are only available to patrons. Please join us over at Patreon at patreon.trek-world.com. Another thing reported by Gary is that underneath all the dirt and grime of the model, they actually did find that the model's paint is in fairly good condition and is 100% an exact match for the pilot gray hull color of the 11-foot model after the restoration. Now, the saucer has obviously seen some rough time over the years. The decals on the upper part of the saucer are literally just hanging on by a thread. The hangar bay doors were missing in the 1960s, so of course they're still missing now. No big surprise here. The real big damage looks like it was done to the secondary hull, and we thought about this when we saw it in the original photographs like 4 months ago or so. It looks as though the model had been dropped, with the front of the saucer being forced down and the end of the dorsal being leveraged up, taking some of the wooden secondary hull with it. Now, of course, it showed up, I believe, in November when we talked about it originally. It showed up on an eBay auction. It was taken down almost immediately when a group of people reached out to the person who was selling it to let them know that this probably needs to be looked at. The person who was selling it then got in touch with Heritage Auctions. Heritage Auctions then arranged to receive the product, and they were the ones who acted as the intermediary between the seller and Rod Roddenberry.